Better? All right. We're ready? What's up, everybody? I'm Dab.
And I'm T. Marie.
And we are here with the lovely, beautiful, with her lips popping, Kiani. Yes.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, we're excited that you're here.
I'm super excited that you guys are here and that I'm here as well.
We're actually... I'm sorry. My bad, T.
I'm happy you could fill us in because I know you have a very busy day today.
Well, you know, it's never too busy to sit down and talk to anyone that wants to talk back.
Okay, I know that's right. Look.
Conversation and collaboration.
Right. Actually, tell the people where we are right now. We're actually on site right now, y'all.
We are definitely on location right here at Brush, Atlanta. It's an amazing event space. Tonight we're actually using it for a sip and paint, which is a glam sip and paint event, and we're incorporating the launch of my third collection to my LipTricks collection called Harvest Collection, which I'm modeling right now.
And
sweet potato pie.
Nice. Now, I don't know nothing about makeup and all of that, but I feel
you're in the right
I feel like if I was to wear lipstick, I would wear that.
That's what we want. And that's really the whole premise behind LipTricks. We decided that, and I say we because it's definitely a family-owned business. Okay. It's something that has been curated, I would say, probably the past 2 to 3 years. But I've been a professional makeup artist for over 20 years. So definitely, years. I'm going to say that this passion runs very, very deep. And the opportunity came, or the problem came in where we were trying to decide if I was going to write a book and talk about some of my experiences, and that just seemed a little bit too mundane for me and my what I consider colorful life and existence from childhood experiences and things in the South. So it just kind of came to me in a dream, like, let's just do a book of color, and it's expanded tonight with the third collection.
Awesome.
Nice. I love it. I wish we had like the little hand clap right there.
But we do. Emoji, just put emoji there.
Right. So you said 20 years as an entrepreneur.
20 plus.
I actually, I want to just give a quick little story. I actually met Kiani at a wedding.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how we had begun to speak, but well, obviously because she's like a people person and I'm not.
I'm a Southern Belle. We speak.
I don't even want to talk to people. I'd be like, hey, what's up? Sign up.
We speak. My mom is there. Yeah. You need to speak to people.
Hey, mama.
Show our manners.
She started talking and the word entrepreneur had just pop. I heard that word, and then all of a sudden Slight Work came up, and I was like, oh my gosh, we have this show. And she was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely do it. You know, sometimes people blow smoke, but here we go.
No, there is no smoke. I mean, it's definitely all about connecting with people. Again, another premise behind being a makeup artist, I've been in people's faces, in their lives, helping them create experiences, getting through hard times, good times, through the art of makeup. So if you can't have that type of... So you're kind of like a counselor
as well, a therapist, low-key.
I won't give myself that ability. However, I feel like that I listen very well because I was blessed to have a family that listened to me.
Okay.
And from what I see in my travels, it's not a very common thing. My mom is a psychiatric nurse, so I had a therapist and a mom.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I had the best of both. So it makes you a good listener, and you definitely want to communicate. But I think it's just kind of electric energy.
Yes.
The people that want to speak, you make eye contact and you communicate. I mean, like our phones were on the table that night, right? We were actually having a conversation.
We were, yes.
We actually exchanged numbers.
Yes, we did.
Like what? Yeah.
See, he hates it because I tell him all the time, like, you're definitely a people person, but he hates having that title. But I'm like, he's definitely charismatic. I love that about him.
It's definitely, it's, some Southern charm, but definitely some people are just afraid to put themselves out there. And even to the point of a hello is terrifying.
Right.
And I always bring it right back to, because I've never had that problem. If I can find someone's lipstick that makes them feel like they want to have a conversation, can you imagine what the world would be if it embraced that?
I know, right?
I mean, there's
so what's your favorite thing? Is it glossy or matte?
I'm a matte girl.
I am too.
I'm a matte girl. If I put it on, I want to slay all day, honey. One time. I only do it once.
Exactly. I think that's what it is. When I put my matte on, I know it's going to be good because I'm not going to be licking my lips and all of that. Exactly. I feel like the gloss, I don't know what it is. I like
it. It loses electricity. It loses a little bit of it. And whereas I love the idea of people pulling LipTricks out and reapplying it, you really don't have to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So as a business person, you want them to be pulling it out
I kind of want you to, but
right,
then, I mean, I've literally been on corporate meetings to get jobs and you know, crazy experiences that I've had beautiful red lips on, and it just kind of, you know, you eat your cute little salad and it starts to bleed a little bit. Not personally my favorite thing. So there will end up being, hint, hint, some glossier effects that come with LipTricks, but not yet.
Okay, so to be coming soon.
To be coming soon. You heard it here first,
Yes. In your 20 plus years of being an entrepreneur, give a little, 20 years, how? Like, some people can't last 20 days, and I'm one of them. I've been there.
Well, the great thing about being an entrepreneur is you can make every day what you want to make it. And I mean, I did my share of working for corporate America. I was really, really good at it. But once I decided that I no longer wanted to do those types of things, I put the same energy and effort into my own business, which is, I think, what suffocates businesses before it gets started. I literally wake up every day excited about what am I going to think of next, because normally I have conference calls with myself.
Right. So how did you find your own lane then in the makeup industry?
I will say honestly, the grace of God, really, because I think you have to be grounded enough in your spirituality that it would get you through the days that there's no money coming in.
Right.
But it would also ground you enough to figure out, how do I make this not happen again? And to explore new opportunities and to stay hungry and to, you know, live every day as if it's your last. I mean, you really have to do that, and you have to embody it. Some people actually go to work to get a check, but they're really just not getting it.
Right.
So I decided once I didn't want to go and aggravate everyone else at my job for not wanting to be there. I didn't want to be a problem to other people for not wanting to do that. I had to go out and figure out what I wanted to do, and I'm most excited about doing makeup.
That's
I
deep.
don't let anything that is going to steer me away from my passion, I don't let it interfere with that day. Like, it's separate channels in my brain.
That's deep. I love what you said. You said that you wanted to stop bothering and getting on other people's nerves at work, talking about how much you didn't want to be there.
Because you honestly get on your own nerves first, right? Before you can actually verbalize it. You're literally, you know, you're aggravated. You don't want to be there. You're not there on time. Like, you show all the nonverbal things of why you don't want to be there. And then you end up becoming topic of conversation, right? But it's not in a good way. It's not for a raise.
Yes.
It's not for promotion. It's for how to
all
get you exited,
right?
Right.
So I didn't want to be that. I knew I was better than that.
Right.
You know, so.
Okay, and it definitely shows in your makeup and everything.
Right.
I love your page. I've been all on your YouTube and all of that. I'm like, she has so many different looks. I love it.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, Tasha thinking she must have thought she was going to get a little goodie bag. All these
Because she might. I mean, because she might. She showed up before I did, which is actually very rare to my own event. So I'm going to have to give her a high five for that.
Okay.
Yes, sis, be in the building early.
Yes, that's great. But I know that Kiani, she got some things to do. But I just wanted to ask you if you could just tell us, like, at least one experience of, like, overcoming throughout your years of entrepreneurship.
There have been so many, because I really feel like, again, throwing back to people being able to find more out about how I've been able to persevere, there's a full YouTube channel. I talk about it. I talk about tragedies in my life on my Insta story lives, things that literally happened. But if I had to give it one specific incident, it probably would have been when I was actually in banking. And we were on an amazing corporate job. I had won all these awards. They flew us down to Boca Raton, Florida. They took my money, my bonus money, and they flew us down to Boca Raton. And then they sent in another corporate person to tell us how to make more goals later. So I told my husband, we were sitting on a catamaran, no joke, free trip, all expenses paid. And I told him, I said, enjoy this trip, because I am not going to do for them what it's going to take for me to do to come back. So the next trip, we'll be paying for it ourselves.
All right.
So that's kind of how when you have those moments, God will allow you to be zen with yourself and hear what's going on. You have to be easy and ready to pause to understand what's going on and ready to reshift.
Right.
Because I've redirected so many times. That's why I have so many different things going on. YouTube, I have a makeup line. I still travel and do marketing and PR for other makeup brands. of which I'm passionate about. If I feel like I'm incorporated into what you're doing, I'll be there for you.
Right.
If it's not anything, I won't waste your time, and I won't let you waste mine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So transference of energy. So I would say definitely be very, very into who you are and where you're trying to go. And as my dad would say, what are you trying to get from it?
Mm-hmm.
To know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully that was great. Hopefully I gave you guys enough. But they can always follow me on all my social media accounts. Ask questions. Makeup by Kiani on YouTube. You can find me also on Facebook. But our new venture, LipTricks.com.
LipTricks.
LipTricks.com is actually an open book. It's literally an open book. It tells you all the stories that I have thus far. It talks about how to get in contact with me. And I actually answer my messages. So.
All right.
So y'all go ahead and hit her up. It looks like people are already
we have a full house. It's sold out.
Yes, people are coming.
Yes.
Thank you.
And for y'all who can't see her on the podcast, you can check her out on our YouTube channel, Slight Work Daily. Her lips are popping.
Sweet potato pie, honey. That's what I'm wearing tonight.
Come on now. Hey, but this has been amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I need you guys to hug. Thank you guys so much. Best success to you guys.
Hey, this has been awesome. I wish it could have been longer, but hey, you guys follow her, check her out. And again, I'm Dab.
I'm T. Marie.
And this is Miss Kiani.
Bye, guys.
Slight Work.
Peace.